This is Tim Bryce with my column titled The 2018 Year-End Wrap-Up. This is my last column for the year as I prepare to enjoy the holidays and rest up for 2019. As has become customary, I'm using this opportunity to review my top essays from the past year. As you know, I write on a variety of subjects such as management, systems, technology, social issues, politics, and observations of our changing world. Sometimes my work is instructional, informative. Other times it's controversial or humorous. I certainly hope it isn't boring. By the number of subscribers I have, their comments, and the hits I have on my website alone, I do not believe this is the case. Since this was an election year, most of my top articles were political in nature. What follows is based on my hits by my readers. My top columns for the year were: Number 1, The Elements of Socialization, May 3rd. This was far and away my most popular column, not just in America, but overseas as well, particularly in India. And no, it wasn't political in nature. Number 2, 2018. As Florida goes, so goes the country, November 5th. This was published the day before the midterm elections, which perhaps explains its popularity. Number 3, 2018. Amendments to the Florida Constitution, September 13th. This was one of the few articles available which attempted to clearly explain the Florida legislation. It was heavily referenced during election time. Number 4, Chinks Appear in the Democrats' Armor, September 26. Unlike the mainstream media, this column was one of the few to note the weaknesses in the Democrats prior to the election. Number 5, Farewell Tampa Bay Times, April 10th. This explained my rationale for canceling my subscription to Florida's best newspaper. Number 6, Why Are the Democrats Turning to Socialism? July 10th. In it, I discussed how the party had turned even further left than before, going well beyond progressives. Number 7, The Political Epiphany of Walk Away, July 19th. Here I described a new movement of people turning away from the Democrats as it is believed the party betrayed their trust. Number 8, The National Football Losers, August 21st. A sports piece describing the problems with the NFL. Number 9, What Does It Mean to Vote for the Democrats in November, October 4th. Describes the dangers involved with voting for the Democrats. And number 10, A New Digital Divide, August 7th. Discusses the adverse effects of technology on reading and writing. In terms of honorable mention, I have 3 here. 1, Are Democrats Evil? October 10th. This raises an area of concern by Democrats concerned with how they are depicted. Next, the 2018 elections are over. Now what? November 8th. Some predictions following the 2018 midterms. And finally, Sayonara Huffington Post in February 5th, which describes why I left the publication. Next, we have audio segments on YouTube. I provide an audio version of most of my columns for those people on the go, courtesy of YouTube. I would like to believe people listen to me at the gym or beach, but more realistically, people tend to tune in while they are traveling or at work. Interestingly, the popularity of my audio segments is not the same as my written columns. Number 1 was The Political Epiphany of Walk Away on July 19th. This was very popular among members of the movement, hence its high rating here. Number 2, the Pride Renewal Tour on April 25th. I was particularly glad to see this become popular as it was based on a seminar I gave regarding morality earlier this year. Highlights from the program are included. Number 3, In Praise of Polka Music on May 17th. I was pleased to see this offbeat column get recognition. It was just plain fun to do. Number 4, Chinks Appear in the Democrats' Armor, September 26. This segment, like the written version, did very well. Unlike the mainstream media, this was one of the few to note the weaknesses in the Democrats prior to the election. Number 5, Mayhem in the White House on September 12th. Provides an explanation of why the Democrats attacked President Trump. Number 6, What Does It Mean to Vote for the Democrats in November on October 4th. This did equally well as the written version. It describes the dangers involved with voting for the Democrats. Number 7, the Boston Globe calls for war against Trump, August 15. This described a campaign created by the Boston Globe to have the mainstream media attack President Trump. And number 8, what other fraternities can teach Freemasonry, February 9th. This was an unusual piece aimed at making suggestions for improving Freemasonry. Number 9, time to end the Mueller investigation, December 4th. This was a recent segment urging an end to this colossal waste of time. And number 10, why are the Democrats turning to socialism, from July 10th. This is another segment which complemented the written version. It discusses how the party had turned even further left than before, going well beyond progressives. And for honorable mention, we have CNN's Jim Acosta butts head with the president on November 9th. This discussed the incident which caused Acosta being banned from the White House. I will be on sabbatical for a while until I am ready to get back in the saddle. Friends, keep the faith. It's Tim Bryce in Palm Harbor, Florida. Follow me on the internet at timbryce.com.